Hi everyone, it's Salia from Hustle Season, and today I'm bringing you my Witchathon TBR. So, I have never participated in a readathon before, so I'm pretty stoked to be a part of this one. I'm super busy, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to all my books on this readathon, but I really want to participate and just get myself in there. I want to make the video and show you what I would like to read, even though I really don't think I'll get to all of them. This one takes place at the end of October, so I'll be on electives at that time. And electives, if you don't know, is just this time where you go and work in hospitals and you're supposed to just go shine and like show to people why they should hire you. But nevertheless, I really wanted to try this. I really wanted to just make the commitment, and then even if I read only one or two, like at least I participated in it. So I don't know much about witchcraft and being a witch, but in terms of how witches are represented in media and things like that, I know that I personally have never been a huge fan of it, not because it hasn't been good or anything, but like I just haven't really connected with that many witchy characters. So I thought this would be a good way for me to explore more witchy content. Off the top of my head, really, like I watched The Craft 2 years ago with some of my friends from school, and I really liked that one. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, maybe. I'm gonna try the new reboot of that and hopefully that'll be fun. And then maybe like Willow from Buffy, but I wasn't really a Willow fan. Like I like Tara a little, but okay, so now after all those preemptive explanations, let's just get to my TBR. So the first prompt is a book that's bound to make you happy or feel warm and fuzzy inside. I don't know a book that's bound to do this, obviously, because I can't predict the future, but the book that I chose for this prompt is going to be All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. I think this is kind of a risky move because me and magical realism, I mean, I'm assuming it's magical realism, but I always find that with magical realism, it's like very hit or miss for me because sometimes I feel like I'm working too hard to try to figure out what's actually going on, so I don't love it. That being said, I really enjoyed The Raven Cycle, so I think I'll like this one. I'm hoping it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. The second prompt is just to read an entire book by a candlelight, or by candlelight, so like light a candle and read the book beside it. So I only have 2 candles right now, and they're the tiny ones that I got from Owl Crate boxes. I have Through the Wardrobe and Vanilla. Both of these are half used, so I don't think they'll actually be enough for me to finish a book by them. So I might skip this prompt. I'm gonna be that basic bitch who doesn't give her children vaccines because it causes autism and say that I kind of stopped buying candles. I'm trying to use up the ones I had, and after I moved I just like threw away my Bed Bath & Beyond ones just because like I really liked the scents and I love having candles in my house, but sometimes I just think like I don't know what chemicals are in these candles and I'm just lighting them and then I'm breathing them in and I don't know what I'm putting in my lungs. I know that that sounds like really ridiculous. The Owl Crate ones were all like soy or whatever. Honestly, they might have bad shit in them too, I just don't know, but I thought like maybe because it's a smaller company it'll be more natural. So I don't actually have any big candles to read by. I'll try to read next to these, but if they run out, then they run out. The third prompt is to pick a book that is scary or spooky and is in line with the theme of this holiday, and for that I'm gonna pick a Penny Dreadful from this book. So this is like an anthology of a whole bunch of them. I'm thinking I want to read Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, but I'm not sure which one, and I'm also not sure how much I'll like these. These are like really old school Penny Dreadfuls. I think it's like their original publishings or like their original like prints or editions, that's what I want. I might hate this. If I hate this and it's like too classic and old school for me, I might give up, but I'm gonna try. Hopefully they're good because I really like the Sweeney Todd film. The next prompt is to read a book with paranormal elements, and for that I've chosen The Wicked Deep. Now honestly I don't know what this book is about. I haven't read the premise, so if it ends up being like a contemporary that's just about witches and women in the past, then what I'll end up doing is switch this one and the Penny Dreadful, and I'll just pick a Penny Dreadful that has a paranormal element, but somehow I will get those 2 done with these 2 books. So the next prompt is to read a book with a friend to represent like witch covens, covenship, I don't know, to represent having a coven and coming together as women. I'm not gonna do this with anybody for a couple of reasons. One, because I think all of my friends are as busy as I said I was, and I don't think any of them are going to want to read a book with me. And then 2, I did notice like on Twitter a lot of people are trying to find buddies to read together. I don't want to commit to anybody just because I know that I'm going to be super busy and there's a chance that I can't get to all my books, and I just like don't want to put that extra pressure on myself to have to read at a certain time and the thought of like letting someone down. So I just like didn't want to give this false promise to anybody, so I'm gonna be a bit of a loner. I hope that that's okay. Witches need alone time, right? The book that I'm gonna read by myself as a coven of one is Toil and Trouble. I don't generally like anthologies. I like getting invested and just going deep into the world of a single story. But that being said, I'm gonna give this one a try because Rhiannon herself said some good stuff about it. So I skipped a prompt, and that one was to read a book that relates to your ancestors or that features a prominent character, I guess, or the main character is someone from your heritage. And for that one, that book's not out yet, but I'm going to be reading A Great Expanse of Sea by Tahari Mafi because it's about a Persian. I think it's going to be more about like America's views on people who wear hijabs and Muslim people. And I grew up in a heavily anti-religious house, so I don't know how much I'll be able to relate to that aspect, but I don't even care. I'm just here for the fact that there's a Persian protagonist and that, you know, all the Asians got To All the Boys I Loved Before and Crazy Rich Asians this summer. If I don't read that one, I've only seen 2 other books with Persian protagonists, and that's Down and Across. And then there was another book on Roya's channel that I saw, and I forget the name of it. The final challenge is just to read The Girl Who Drank the Moon, and I'm gonna try to get to that one as well. We shall see. So that's my TBR for Witchathon, my first readathon ever. Thank you so much, Rhiannon, for hosting this and for making the event. And if any of you are participating in the Witchathon, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you love your reads. I hope that whoever your buddy or your coven is, that you guys all get along great. And to all of my friends on electives, I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope that you shine, and I hope that you all get great reference letters, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye!
Hello? What do you want?
To see what your insides look like.